Yo, what's up? Welcome to Volume 2 of the 6 Feet Deep Manifestos. That's what we gonna call it from now on.
Knowledge, yes. Just a note, baby. My mic sound nice. Check 1, 2, 3. It's a oldie but goodie where I come from. Just a note from knowledge. Your kids might like it. I know they will. Stick with me. Please, stick with me. Time was slipping, so I had to make my move fast.
We all about teaching and learning and things like that. That's what life is all about. I got a couple good questions. I ain't gonna hold them real long today, just real quick. Shout out to my man Atlantis Build, my man from Niagara Falls, New York. Learned a lot of wisdom from him. It was just one cat that gave me a hit up on the email. Again, that's 6 Feet Deep, SIXFTDEEP at yahoo.com. Hit me up. Again, I'm gonna plug the issue. All right. Hit me up, and he basically asked me what type of equipment to use or whatnot for production. You know what I'm saying? Where cats can be independent, and that's the way to go. I think independent is always lovely. It's hard to get a deal nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's wonderful to get one. Well, number one, I would say this. What you want to do is get yourself a keyboard, something that you can, it don't have to be a keyboard where it don't have to be the most expensive keyboard. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and get one from Best Buy pawn shop or something like that. But I say get a keyboard. It doesn't even have to play regular notes, like it doesn't have to have organ or clavinet and all that other stuff that will come. It just has to be a trigger. Get yourself a nice, simple, cheap, you know what I'm saying, something that'll trigger the sound that's in your computer, your software, you know what I'm saying. Get yourself some software, you know what I mean. You can have the software of your choice. I happen to use Reason Record. That's what I did the issue. I did the whole issue, the album on Record. Before that, I did it on a program called Magic Music Maker, and it was like on a Dell computer with a mic. I couldn't even hear myself out of it. You know what I'm saying? But it was enough for me to get my ideas down. Keep yourself a pen and a pad. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing. Pen and a pad. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have something, if you're going to be making your own beats, you got to have something that's going to input the sound into the computer. Have a nice little piece of software. Also, get yourself a mic. I'm going to try to drag this right here, don't want it to fall. I'm using a Sterling Audio. I got that from, it's a nice condenser mic. Got that from Guitar Center. Picked me up 2 mics, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have 2 condensers if you ask me, because each condenser mic gives you a different sound. Some might be a little bit warmer, some might be a little bit different. It depends on the atmosphere. If you got a singer or something like that, you know what I mean, you might want to use a warmer mic, you know what I mean? Also, what I started out with was a dynamic mic, and I got this from my cousin, you know what I'm saying, 6-7 years ago. You know what I mean? Just say, hey, take this, you know what I'm saying, if you want it. And I still got it to this day. I use this mic, you know what I'm saying? This is a good voiceover mic where, you just practice spitting, you know what I mean? You trying to get ready for a show. You need something in your hand to kind of, feel the flow sometime. Or even when you're writing, you want to get in your bounce or your lean. You got to know, it gives you a nice feel. So your mics is also important. Also, like I said, you don't have to go up to the most expensive thing. Do what works for you. Get yourself a sound card. I got a Tascam US-144. It's not old, but it's not an Apple G. It's not a FireWire Imp Audio. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's simple. But what I do is I just basically run my USB 2.0 setup, and I run that straight from basically my interface from the computer to my interface into my mixer. Got a 12-channel mixer. Got that kind of cheap. So you got to have something to import your sound into the computer, and have your you got to have your interface also, or your mixer, or whatever, however you configure it to get your sound out and in. Also, got to have yourself some decent speakers. I got Rocket 5s. You know what I'm saying? At this point right now, what I did is basically was an upgrade over years of just working and compiling things. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Rocket 5s is real good. They got Rocket 6, 7s, and 8s. You know what I'm saying? But even if you just got some regular house speakers, use that. Whatever you got to use to get your ideas down, get them down. Maybe last but not least, but it's a couple more things too. I say get yourself a workhorse. That's your computer. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm using a MacBook, but before I used, just a regular ass computer. You know what I'm saying? Just to get me started, get me going. But the MacBook, I love it. But get yourself a computer that's designated for music. You know what I'm saying? Don't be jumping on the internet and all that, downloading, getting viruses. You don't need that with your music. It's gonna erase your files and all that type of stuff. You got bigger things to worry about than being on the internet fucking around if you're trying to do some music. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't pertaining to it, it. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and designate your computer strictly for music. You're gonna need some hard drive space. So make sure you have hard drive space, or get yourself an external hard drive. They selling those cheap nowadays. Get that, and you should be on the go. Get yourself some nice earphones. Extra wires are always good to have. And that's really the wrap of what you need. You know what I'm saying? The software you use is up to you. It can be Reasons Record, it can be Logic, it can be Pro Tools, it can be Cubase, it can be Magic Music Maker, Fruity Loops. It don't make a difference. Whatever most comfortable for you and your production, I say use that. Also, have yourself a gang full of CDs. You know what I'm saying? So you can go ahead and mix it down best as you can, put it in the car, listen to it, see how it sounds. You know what I'm saying? All right, get at me. Peace.
Knowledge, yes. Just a note, baby. My mic sound nice. Check 1, 2, 3. It's a oldie but goodie where I come from. Just a note from Knowledge. Your kids might like it. I know they will. Stick with me. Please, stick with me.